proudest day I've ever had in my life, and God, I just hope nothing ever like that happens again to anyone. So.
And fast forward now to August. Mid-August, you and I actually had a conversation, and you mentioned that you were going to switch your jersey number, 95 to 56, 56 being the number Zach wore in high school. You walk in every Saturday, you see that jersey, that number, hanging on the rack before you get ready for every game. That's much more than a number, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. It's really special to be able to wear that number. And for 3 years, I'd worn number 95, and I decided this past spring that I was going to switch and just wear his number that he wore in high school. And I thought about it, and the more I thought about it, I was thinking, you know, Zach wasn't a stud football player in high school. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Everybody that knows Zach just knew that he loved the game more than anything, and he wasn't a star. He wasn't out there for the statistics or, you know, anything like that. He wanted to be with his friends, and he wanted to win championships and, you know, just be a part of the ride. And for me, wearing number 56 is just more about just playing with the passion that Zach had, the passion for football, the passion for life, everything. And so it's real special to be able to wear that, and every time I put it on, I think about Zach, especially when I hear the national anthem and seeing the flag blowing in the background. It's just, it really touches me every game, and I think about him every single second I'm out there. It's special to wear that.
First home game, 2010. A couple weeks after you decided, you know, I'm going to wear this jersey, practice, games, and about 20 yards that way, big sack at the end of the game against Westcott to ice the game away. Your first reaction, unlike a lot of times where you've done it many times, you go over, you celebrate with your teammates, your guys on the sideline, point up to the sky. And those are the moments where you realize this is football. There's a difference between football and life, for that matter. It was a whole lot more than just a loss of 7 yards on that play.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, football is more than just a game. Life is. I mean, in that moment, the first thing I thought of was Zach, and it wasn't predetermined. I didn't think about what I was going to do. It was the first thing that came to my mind was just that was for him. But like you said, I mean, I've realized the past 4 years that, you know, we've had our ups and downs with football. We've struggled quite a bit, but it makes you realize that, you know, it is just a game, and you're blessed to be out here, and you're lucky to have your health. You're lucky to play with 100 other friends. Not a lot of people get to do this. Not a lot of people get to play college sports or, you know, or anything like that in that matter. But, you know, it was a special moment, and actually one of the photographers, I think that shoots for our team, he's out of Rochester. He got that picture, and that was on the website, and I think my dad ordered that, and he framed it up for the Smith family, and they're going to hang that in Zach's room, which is pretty neat. But you know, it was a cool moment, and I'm glad that they got that. And I immediately just thought of Zach after the play. You know, I was just thinking he loves big plays like that, and he'd always encourage me to get big sacks and just make big plays. But you know, it was a cool moment. I'm glad it happened like that.
And on October 8th, not too long ago, you went back to your high school, as well as Zach's, who now retired as number 56. And it wasn't many years ago where you were leaving the locker room and Zach was wearing number 56. It was on his back. How difficult was it for you to see that jersey one last time in a glass enshrinement and knowing that would be the last time it would ever be worn?
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was bittersweet at the same time. It was nice to see such a great honor for Zach and his family to have that number hanging up next to the only two numbers retired in Hornell's history now are Zach's, and Zach number 56, and a guy by the name of forgetting his name right now, but he's Larry Gleason. He was a state trooper, and he was actually killed in the line of duty also. He wore number 28. So those are the two numbers that are retired forever in Hornell's history. And it was just so cool to be a part of that night. And I didn't think I was going to be able to make it down due to, you know, our team meeting at night, but Coach Salomon gave me the go-ahead to go down there. And I got down there before the game, and I went to the coach's office and talked to them. And you could tell it meant a lot to them too, because all those coaches had coached Zach, and a bunch of those guys are teachers. They had taught Zach all throughout school, and it was just, you could tell it was bittersweet on them too. When they were giving their pregame speech in the locker room, it was hard for them to even get words out because there's nothing you could say. I mean, that night was about retiring Zach's number. It was such a special night. You could see everybody was just so, all the players there were just so focused, and they wanted to do something special that night for him and his family. And it was a great night. It was something I'll never forget. It was a great way to honor him another time, really.
And I mean, you see so many people who are so fixated on celebrities or people in entertainment for a lot of the wrong reasons, and you know, people trying to dress like them, emulate them. I mean, you look at your shirt, just for that matter, and you know, to people that really don't take the time to recognize that the celebrities are really the people that are like Zach in our community every single day, that don't take the time to recognize, you know, what they should in life. What do you say to those people?
I don't really know what I say to those people, but I just know that there's a lot of negative publicity going on right now in the media. Has been for a while, and I think a lot of the times this, you know, these media people, they forget about the real stories about what's going on in the world, and I mean, I just think they cover the wrong stuff a lot of the time. I think they forget about guys like Zach, young guys like Zach who are 18, 19 years old, who are sent off to Afghanistan, and they're killed in the line of duty, and then, you know, their names run across CNN on the bottom of the screen, and that's about it, you know. And I just wish that people would understand that there's kids like this every day that are dying over there. They're still dying over there for our freedoms and for everything that we stand for over here. And you know, we continue to cover the same stuff over and over, and you just see these celebrities who are getting arrested for drug charges and everything else, and it's just a shame that that people like Zach aren't focused on more. You know, I just think there should be more segments about kids like that who just give up everything for their country, the ultimate sacrifice. And you know, it's just, they're deserving of that, and I know their families would appreciate it too. So,
Chris, senior defensive end for the Brockport Football Team, certainly appreciate the time, and you know, God bless for going through something that you did and helping the Smith family, and certainly appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks a lot, RJ. Appreciate the chance to tell the story.
Guys, back to you.